This is Piper Curda from Disney. I watched I Didn't Do It, the show. Because I like girls, guys. And usually it's a domino effect. I get attracted by one and then by the other in the same show. Except it didn't quite happen because of this show. It was more like school spirits moment, and I do love them pigtails, bro, too. If you can have a good hairstyle, that kind of solves the problem of like what outfit to wear. This tomboyish look is fucking awesome, bro. And I am. Very simple man. If you look pretty, I'll be satisfied. You know, in basic terms. I'll be like, okay, what's up? You look pretty. Let's explore deeper. Let's go down that pipe. So things have evolved, right? At first, I just give Olivia Holt all her credit. But because I bump into Piper's personality, I'm like, shit, I have to press the reset button and summarize what she's doing now. Because she's doing different type of work, you know. The godforsaken sanity content that I have not seen from anyone else. The closest maybe we have gotten to sanity content is like Jeanette McCurdy. That sort of spiced up the conversation about Nickelodeon and exposed a lot of people that probably don't deserve to be exposed, but we'll see until sanity piles up of where we're gonna go. Because people pile up like 5% of sanity and they think they can draw conclusions about things. And again, Piper mentions that as well. The Nickelodeon drama. Because she's a Disney kid. The explosion happens near next door's building, bro. The explosion of, creepy people working with children because they simply can. You know, just like there's inflation of people's money getting stolen because the capitalists just know how to do it. They can't do it. So it's happening until we break the system and free the slaves again. Fascinating stuff, right? Which comes, and it all evolves into this thing. You work retail, and obviously she doesn't look the same Piper as she was before, bro. And most Disney people, you know, they fall down. And I'm not sure, maybe she's hiding because, again, the Instagram page does not tell the full story of what's going on. But the TikTok page tells the whole story in your face. There's no escape. Congratulations, you made it. So because I found her TikTok page and it has all her content in there, that's the stuff that I was looking for. It's not even a mystery. Like, the whole time, for like 5 hours, I've been sitting around, just looking around, like YouTube and other social media. I'm like, well, there might be a mystery of some kind. Well, it's not a mystery. It's just like TikTok sometimes open up people in a different way and makes people express themselves to a phone.
All right. Yeah, let's talk about it. I work in retail. I actually work 2 retail jobs. They're both apparel type of stores, so like clothes and shoes. Let's talk about why. Let me just dispel a couple of myths real quickly. For those of you saying, dang, you really ran out of that Disney money already? In January of 2024, it will have been 10 years since I Didn't Do It premiered. If any of you still have livable money from a job you worked 10 years ago, slide into the DMs right now because I need to know your secrets. Me, on the other hand, no. I used all of that on college, a car, and other general life things. Second of all, I got paid $10,000 an episode, just to be extremely transparent. 10% of that goes to your agent, 15% of that goes to your manager, I don't know, 25% of that goes to taxes. So No, I didn't make that much from it. And yeah, it is all gone. So.
Yeah, that's a dispel. That's a breakthrough of insanity for me. Like, she puts down her sanity and makes me go insane. How do I fucking solve this? Because, you know, I've been entertaining myself with the idea that stars fall down, and now you see the damn thing through and through. You might like a celebrity and you waited, but by accident, and then you realize, well, now they're broke because it was 10 years, you know, since you've seen them that way. Now they're broke, they smoking, they changed their appearance significantly to be unlikable, they declare that they're asexual, you know, that they don't like sexuality in general. Interesting. The evolution is pretty fucking brutal, I'm not gonna lie. It's such a teenage evolution for sure. And for me, a 20-year-old is still a teenager trying to figure out how the fuck life works. Especially if they're influential, they have to figure out a lot more shit than the rest of the, you know, weirdos who don't care, who just gonna like earn a little bit of money, get a job, and just gonna keep that job forever, or whatever it takes to survive. They don't care. But life is so fucking brutal, it's insane. Not brutal to me. I'm doing fine. Maybe the sky will fall on me as well and force me to do cringy stuff. But somehow I feel fortunate and very powerful now. Yep. Because not only this is the spell that celebrities can never fall down into just regular people positions. And again, competition matters a lot. If a lot of people want to be influencers, or if a lot of people want attention, and attention pays them somehow, and everyone just stuck on the fucking screens, all of a sudden the economy keeps slowing down, and people get less and less value from influence going around, right? It's still such a puzzle to me, right? Now the real question is, who got dispelled? How do these people not, you know, maintain relationships? Of course they can't. For me, it's like a stepdad effect. Actors are well taken care of. They look better than the rest of the population. They look more mannered. Like they get a baggage of things that keep them straight and attractive too, because they have to be influenced. That's their job, basically. It's almost like their job to trick you, and their secret job is to float above the line of not dipping into sanity stuff. But the moment even one actor like her dips into sanity content, the world fucking flips upside down, guys. And on top of that, I have to add one coin to the purge piggy bank. Increase the level of purge, because this is very unusual to me. I have not found a celebrity that just, you know, admits that they're broke or struggling or none of those things, because that's not how she wants to label it. You know, very insecure position. Because she probably either got used to it or just doesn't have self-esteem as an actor. Because she already said that it's just like a job for her, and she doesn't care about the relationships she makes on TV or whatever, right? It doesn't matter for her. It is fascinating because I see absolutely no material on YouTube. I'm scrolling down of like anyone uploaded anything. It's just like cringe content that was not hidden by YouTube. Normally YouTube hides that shit. There's this fake shit going on. If I scroll down, there's a dude uploaded a bunch of crap 4 years ago. So But yeah, nobody actually like responded or highlighted that special ass TikTok. I feel special now. I can handle this, guys. And again, it's a breakthrough, and every single time these breakthroughs happen, I'm like, well, I'm collecting responsibility now. Gotta be ready. Gotta feel better and better each time this happens. Because the world is changing, and there is something that can be done, right? You can always salvage whatever you have accumulated. People can still want to be influenced, right? This still, but it has to be convenient. It cannot just happen from a Disney Channel. Also, getting paid by episode without like reoccurring payments, that sounds awful. You know, that sounds like a shitty deal. That sounds like she got robbed. Because people would still watch the show, no? People would still subscribe to Disney. I would have done it in recent times, or maybe very soon. Paid those $10 for Disney Plus just to see what's up, right? I feel like there's so many episodes I didn't watch because I was cheating around. I was cheesing the internet for Disney content. But now I double think, well, I might be able to afford $10 for a special month of Disney. And the universe is calling me to do an exact thing. He's calling my mom to like go to the bank, and I'm like, shit, I would like to open a bank account, but also not really, because bank takes money from you every single fucking week. It's like another subscription service you never really fucking asked for. The biggest thing I hate in my life is to collect courage for something, because it always flops. It always makes me feel so fucking terrible. So hopefully I'll fix my shit and be able to get that Disney month. Because it feels like it's about time. So what we're going to do in this episode for an hour, we probably going to have enough material to talk about. Simply because she's giving us that. Not everything I will agree with. Not everything I will like, but that's the whole point. It's a very raw material. Which solves the mystery of like, where's the content? Have you become a singer? Nope. Have you done anything on YouTube? Nope. Kind of. A little bit, but not really. She has a list of things. She has appeared in many places to tickle my curiosity, right? And again, on School Spears, I'm like, well, I had it, alright? I've seen that face way too many times, and I sort of, on purpose, checked the movie, and the movie is garbage. Alright, it's pretty fucking garbage. But because it starred Tiffany Alwards and her, I'm like, well, fuck it. There's enough reasons to check it out. It potentially might even be good. But it was very bad. Yeah. Now, there is a mystery of, like, how do we got here? What is a transformation? Because that is not a likable person no more. I don't know. It's a pretty big-ass transformation. So we're probably going to solve a few things of, like, her mindset on things and how she deals with things, whatever, right? One interesting one we're going to have after I finish this one.
You may not be aware, earlier this year the Actors Union was on strike. We went on strike for a number of reasons, but primarily because a very small percentage of actors in the union actually make a livable wage. Well over half of the actors in the union have to work other jobs, otherwise they would not be able to pay rent or eat food or take care of themselves in general. We're no longer on strike anymore, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think we got the correct deal, but that's besides the point. So if you were wondering why we went on strike, and you're also wondering why I work retail jobs, those two things are kind of the same. And now for those of you saying you were just in a really
So very small percentage as well, right? It's not only she's trying to dispel herself, but the idea that there's even a lot of actors that you've seen, they still float above the poverty line, I guess, the struggle line. It is still a big question of, like, first of all, does anyone float around? Yeah, again, it's just small minority. And then it explains why some actors start looking worse and worse every single time, but kind of doesn't, because that's your face, that's your self-presentation, that's your influence. And you probably have to find a different way to earn money at this point. I don't know, man. Now it's confusing, now it's mind-blowing, because it creates more questions than answers. It makes sense. It makes sense that for most people who are not top percent, right, the best actors, they have to struggle. They have not climbed the anthill and they're not important while making movies. They have to just work. But these people are different. In the middle, the special slice, you know, the cherry on top. The most wanted, basically. They can float around forever, potentially, with lots of monies. And they just bounce off one pot of gold and fucking float around for a couple more years. Until another pot of gold shows up. Those people are untouchable, basically. And it's a completely different landscape, but we can sort of now see even like a B-listed celebrity with one Disney show, even if it was a cool Disney show, and she was a cool Disney kid and whatnot, like, that was not enough. And this list is not necessarily achievements, it's just work. It's weird, bro. And it's sort of like a very casual dispel, because in our brains we probably have a thing called, oh, but we love you. Why did that not work? Why did that not give you resources and elevation to feel good and, like, live a normal life? You know, but people like you. And then, well, it didn't fucking work out. It's just, your love is fucking trash at this point. Right? It doesn't translate into money. It translates into money for a middleman who are supposed to give the actors money, but they refuse to do so. It's kind of fascinating. The middlemen of the fucking world are getting more and more out of control. They pocket so much money. Like, the world's monetary system has to be fixed and completely reworked, it seems. Because, people who do the least amount of work, they get paid the most. That is just the fucking weirdest shit you can end up saying. But yeah, like, the reason why, you know, millennials are complaining so much is because there's a puzzle to solve, there's bones to crack, and jobs to find, too, once jobs actually pay properly. You know, because you have to not just get a certain amount of money, you also have to be able to afford a good lifestyle. You know, and you can't do that when you're getting scammed. When you get $20, but you get scammed of $19, and you get $1 left. It doesn't matter how much you get paid. It matters how much you keep after the fucking hurricane blows over. After people learn that you have earned money and they want things from you basically for free. They will work to take money away from you, and no one's stopping them, basically. No one's protecting you. And it's happening more and more, but it's such a vicious cycle. It's not a millennial war to fight. It's the baby boomers who will have to fucking rip each other apart, basically. Because they're all turning into just disgusting scammers, it seems. If they wouldn't be scammers, someone would give me a proper job, a proper offer, wouldn't label me as mentally ill, and just, it wouldn't stack problems on top of me. I would be able to feel like a normal citizen doing normal things, but I'm not doing that. I'm going the opposite way. I am going into the route of independence. I'm getting kicked out. I can't fucking make a single relationship work. What the fuck's going on, right? Well, we don't have good parenting, do we? We don't have any system in check of to prevent us from wasting time. And wasting ourselves, because she wasted herself, and it's almost like a, sad sobby story if you like her. And I'm like, shit, she looked cute, and she pulled me into a wormhole where I would like to like her, and I probably like her even more if she's just talking on TikTok. Going the unhinged mode. Because it's one thing to be below poverty line. It's another thing to actually emit sanity content and be like upset about it. Because you want to still shush yourself in hopes that you will continue floating. People could still be dispelled themselves because the audience is mesmerized. The audience thinks you are just floating around. You're just getting infinite money to survive. You only have to just show up and do these acting gigs and everything's solved. Apparently not. And apparently it pissed her off just enough, or it bored her just enough to hit that different level entirely. We crossed that middle section too. We crossed the green line where she's sort of content not to even talk about it, right? She's sort of content with how things are going, but at this point, that's a big fucking dip. I'm not gonna lie. That's a big cross, and where people usually don't go. I'm not sure if she's special. I just found her first. Dibs. I call dibs, bro. Like, I look at a lot of A-listed celebrities, and I slowly go downhill, and now I have reached that level, right? I stepped down a few floors, and I have reached a person who is now struggling like a normal person, which is making things very questionable all of a sudden, right? She's not very appreciated, and it's not a mystery as well, because people like her get rejected. I mean, it happened to Jewel, it happened to Victoria. It's just the win people don't get much in return. At least not in America, bro. Like, they're not appreciated, I'm sorry. Which sometimes is a good thing because they have the freedom, they have the ability to build their own career. They're not to be babysitted. They know how to do things, potentially. So I'm not here to judge just yet. I'm just making observations and collecting information. Alright, let's dive in.
Big movie, why do you have to work these jobs? That is a really good question, and let me explain a little bit more to you about how getting paid in acting works. For a movie, this changes with television, but that's kind of a different discussion. But for a movie, you get paid in one lump sum generally, and it is at the time of filming. So for May, December, I filmed that in November last year, and I got paid a certain amount of money that could maybe, if I was really frugal, that paycheck could probably last me, I would actually maybe like 3 or 4 months. Say I don't have any other job after that, then what happens after those next 4 months? I need to figure out how to continue to pay rent and continue to buy groceries and pay for gas, etc. The hope is that in those 3 or 4 months, I would get another job that would then extend that time. But that doesn't always happen. So sometimes you have to get retail jobs. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I have other jobs. I absolutely would love to not. I would love to just be sustaining myself off of acting jobs. That is not the case right now. It has been at other times in my life, which is why I haven't. This is my very first time working retail, actually.
Yes, my friends, we have crossed over. We have celebrated Christmas with this shit. with this TikTok, it seems. Isn't that fascinating? I think she called herself the second Curda because there's another sister in her family potentially more successful because she's active and younger and stuff. But the fact that this is uploaded basically on the brink of 2024, breaking down ice for a lot of people. Of like, shit, guys, you don't know this because this is a well-kept secret. This is bigger, more groundbreaking secret than this fucking Nickelodeon thing. Than Dan Schneidery, bro. This is... The Dan Schneidery now looks like a distraction in comparison of like, well, how broke are these fucking actors then? You know, there's people you like. You've seen them on TV. You like them. And they're brokies, bro. It's like crazy. You can give them a job, bro. You can offer them a job. You can hang out with them, bro. If you can give them offers. If you're genuinely helpful as a person, you know, that's crazy. In my opinion, this is, you know, like, where the real love stories happen. When people are genuinely struggling and they don't understand life anymore. And they need to be saved. And it's like, wait, the actors need to be saved and I'm the savior? What the fuck's going on? I thought I'll be saved by money, by a rich person. But potentially, yeah, I'll probably just generate a lot of wealth because I'm just smart. And all these actors and all these influencers are gonna just show how dumb they are. And in the end, who's gonna win? A dumb person? Who's shoving themselves into everyone else's eyeballs relentlessly, or just a smart person who just reacts of like, well, oh, look guys, here's a dumb person. Do you like him? You don't like him? Well, here's some sanity for you. Blah, 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 and bam, bam, slam. I don't think that the dumb person is gonna get the monies. I think whatever is going on with the downfall videos as well, it's gonna evolve even more. It's gonna go deeper and darker somehow. At least for the influencers. You know, they're in a like survival situation in a sinking ship. And you get to pick who you like to support. You know, at least emotionally.
And I like having one foot in the industry world and the other foot in the other world. I think it keeps me a little more grounded.
You know, other worlds, the graveyard, bro.
In a sense. I don't think anybody or any actor or artist in general should be ashamed of having a struggle job. I don't even think we should call them struggle jobs. It's just life, man. We're just trying to make it work out here. But yeah, that's why I work retail.
That's why I have failed as a human being that should have looked like this forever. Wait. You have other questions? Let me know. That's a crazy one. There's no way she answered anything. Because there's 3,000 comments, bro. Fucking madness.
Okay. I know it's a pretty normal thing to like stalk yourself on social media or like go through your own profile and act as if you're a stranger. You know, like you're viewing it from the point of view of a stranger. I'm pretty sure that's normal. I do something a little different, and I don't know if it is normal. Let me know. I often view my profile from the point of view of someone who hates me.
Now she wants to know if this is normal, and here's the answer. She has a wind personality, so hates would mean that she translates herself into, like, Earth personality, and then looks back at herself like, well, does the hater like me? Like hating on me? Because I do a lot of shitty things. Because I do a very similar thing where I turn myself into narcissist, and then I just admire everything that I've done, right? Every single thumbnail to me is like fucking beautiful shit. I love that. As a narcissist, you know, It works for me, but I still have to reply to haters. I know that behind every single video I put almost similar amount of effort into it, and they all have a story. There's Olivia right here. The Valentine, am I right? And now it's coming back at me, bro. They always fucking come back at me. Like, last Valentine, guess what it was? It was Sniper Wolf. You know, and all of a sudden, bro, the stars align and create Sniper Wolf drama at the same time. So now, I guess what's gonna happen with this Olivia thing, am I right? And I just love stitching together thumbnails because it's a slightly different process every single time. There's something to improve every single time. So that's how I stalk myself. I have a profile too now. Cool. So I look from a narcissist. I'm trying to feed a narcissism, I guess. I don't know. By accident. I'm trying to stack things. Because I'm putting a lot of effort, so the nicest thing I can do is like stack something. Pure nice. In terms of achieving something, or almost like printing out plain cards. So you can build a deck of cards, of experiences. And I will keep on doing a very similar thing. This is potentially why I'm addicted to card games or something. Because every single card can bring a slightly different experience, and you know how to like engineer them together to get interesting shit. It's a handful, but again, potentially you just move forwards as a personality and you try to appeal to the next thing. So for me, it's fire. For her, it's earth. For a fire person, is to make sure that they're not offensive to anyone. Like maybe Smosh Cast are trying to be as least offensive as possible. Shane Dawson would belong in this narcissism category. And it's, I mean, Shane Dawson puts a lot of effort. And there's the Jimmys, you know. For me, my favorite is Jimmy Fallon. Obviously, he cannot offend anyone. He's working with celebrities. And it's still, you know, a minefield. You never know when a bitter celebrity is gonna fucking dab at you, basically. So potentially narcissists have to deal with like obsessive people who are looking for every single flaw. So they're trying to, you know, avoid mistakes and all that shit. And there's just a never-ending cycle. A water personality, a person who's very sweet, would observe themselves in a way that would make them funny. Like, yeah, you want to be more funny than, like, putting pressure on people and making people uncomfortable. Right? You want to make people comfortable with whatever. Like, whatever's going on, you'll just make a joke about it and move on. In case people are getting uncomfortable with something. It's a weird one. Like, it's almost like you're detonating your own problems by doing so. Anyways, let's dive deeper into this rabbit hole. And also let's figure out where I am in I'm here. This is the most viral video so far. What happens?
Hello, and welcome. A really long time that I was never going to make a TikTok where I posted things for the public to see. But here we are.
I can only go downhill from here. I think people don't understand because, again, it's just unwritten rule not to go past this barrier. But at some points, like, you're so broke, you're so tormented that you have to go past the barrier. The question is, like, what's gonna happen, right? Is her life gonna get better, worse, turn into drama, create this fucking wormhole effect? I have no idea. My hopes and dreams is that she just fucking found a pot of gold, you know, found a rainbow on the other side of the fence. because this is like uncharted territory that people are scared of going through, but they don't actually have a rational reason to not go through and be like more closer to the fans, more closer to the people, and try to talk to them and try to be like, well, you guys probably like me, you know, like you want to know really badly how I'm doing, and it's not exactly a Disney princess lifestyle, isn't it? So I hope I don't disappoint anyone, but like, it is what it is. We might want to solve this problem, guys. So you slowly dive in, but you understand that, like, or you should understand, this is probably a very, very good thing to be a leader of this sort of move. That's truly fearless.
Almost 26 and starting a TikTok. The thing is, we're on strike, in case you haven't heard, and that means that...
I mean, some actor's gonna be pushed into making TikTok, and it's kind of interesting because, like, if she made TikTok, then we don't actually have much material. Then if I go down the rabbit hole, we're not gonna have much to look at. But we'll see. Alright? And maybe even the initial video is kind of interesting. The lore. The fucking lore.
Thing is, we're...
Oh my god, Piper, this is where you went? We don't know. Like, she probably just was overly silent about what she was doing. And that just hurts people. You know, that's the whole point. Like, the wall of insecurities feels so real because everyone has the same insecurities, everyone has the same rules, and nobody wants to cross this fucking line and be public about their struggles and shit. You know, because they think everyone is evil out there, is only out there to get them. I don't think that's the case, necessarily. You know, there's definitely a lot of evil. You just hear about more evil things than the good things. Once we, like, rearrange things, like, people are genuinely just disabled. Alright, the good people are just genuinely disabled, and if they were enabled, they would put all the bad guys in jail, and we would continue living a normal life. That's it. The only reason why it feels like there's so much evil is we're fucking disabled. And she is enabling herself by being honest with the audience, I feel like.
And that means that I'm unemployed. I was unemployed before, but now I really can't get a job. I thought I'd give it a go.
Now I'm really scared.
A shot, just as a fun little...
And this TikTok thing exists, and maybe TikTok is an interesting place to just, like, give thoughts to it, and whatever happens, right, guys?
Thing. This is not a business endeavor. Just a silly little thing I'm trying, because I got nothing else to do. Really quick.
Take my dollars, please.
Quick Q&A.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke endeavor. Okay, guys?
FAQ. For those of you who might have these questions. I might look familiar, A, because I was on Disney Channel about 10 years ago. I did shows like I Didn't Do It, Liv and Maddie, Ant Farm, I was in Teen Beach.
You can't talk about Liv and Maddie because you just appeared in one fucking episode, huh?
2. I look like this for anyone who needs it. And I also just recently did Legacies on the CW, so that also might be somewhere that you know me from. Or, you know my sister, Sailor. Sailor is wonderful and perfect in every single way, but you all know that already. She's currently on High School Musical, the musical, the series, and I've always thought that we looked alike as siblings, but then when she started on High School Musical, people legitimately thought it was me, but that is not me. That's my sister, Sailor. Yes, I still act. One time, I was made aware that there's a popular Google search, where is Piper Curda now? Here, just, maybe not on things that you watch. Don't expect any sort of, like, particular content out of me. The only thing I do want to decidedly avoid is being a washed-up Disney kid who only makes content about how she used to be a Disney kid. If I ever come off that way...
Is that a thing, by the way? Is that a thing?
Hey, please report my account. I want nothing to do with that. There's a very real possibility I might give up on this whole endeavor like a week. So,
I mean, we know where that went. That went into trash. That was reported. She does not have confidence in TikTok. So evil. A lot of the videos are just that.
blind ranking characters from Euphoria, even though I've never seen the show.
Yeah, it's just that. Which is, you know, shitting on TikTok a little bit. But this is the checkpoint. Let's go down until we hit the rock bottom. See if I can find anything to finish the video with. I'm traveling to the moon, and she's annoying to me. Okay, we need a more appropriate picture, thank you very much. Because Dove Cameron also feels like a washed-up Disney kid. It's almost like these, like, younger ones, they get really fucking washed. The older ones somehow fucking established themselves. Except Jeanette McCurdy, because she tried to make fun of Ariana Grande, but it's not working very well. So now it evolved into this pedophile thing. Alright, whatever, bro. There are some blackout videos. I don't know what that means.
It deserves. Just as
She does touch her face a lot, and it's the most cringe thing in the universe, boys. Because I know how much it damages your face, bro. My most recent solution of how not to touch my face, if I want to touch my face, I have to wash my hands instead. Sometimes the entire fucking arms, because I touch my arms too. So if I catch myself off guard, like, gotta wash that shit off. Or then wash my face too. It's a very simple punishment, almost. Because when you're touching yourself, like, you feel uncomfortable, and water can help you with that. To get that comfort, I guess. Maybe not with every single body part, but hey, it's a good progress of staying clean. Like, you don't want to see an actor touching their face. Like, that's crazy.
they're not, I was a part of it. I tell everyone.
And also, by the way, this whatever you see here is another reason to ban TikTok. Again, American self-esteem is leaking out through TikTok. They're gonna fucking find a reason to be pulled through this barrier. And they're gonna leak a lot of shit. A lot of industries will collapse simply because of this. It's crazy. There's a reason why you're being told not to overshare on social media as a celebrity. You know, again, it's the whole point of floatiness, of appearing better than the rest of the people. That's the whole point. Appearing superior, not like this, that like, oh, it's a relatable human being, guys.
Everyone knows.
Piper disappeared. You know, she doesn't seem that relevant no more. So it's sort of understandable why she's a normal human being all of a sudden. But everyone else would want to keep it shut, right? When you're in this green territory, you're almost like a slave to the system. Because the other side of rich and famous people want to shut you the fuck up. You know, they want things from you. They want to take advantage of the green, carbon neutral area, you know, up in there. There's all sorts of names for this sort of folks. Yeah. Whoever is gonna make her grow her hair and take out this fucking, just go back to like normal self. Whoever's gonna force her to do it, that's who she's gonna like and love, right? That's the challenge for these fucking wind turbines. There's wind extroverts, and these are like fucking Demi Lovato type of people. All right, you gotta force them to to get rid of the bad habits by force is just insane. I just told you how to get her, you know? Get her. If she crosses this line, pull that fucking nose ring out. I don't know how you make her hair grow, though, faster. That's a tough one. Again, we can talk about pedophiles all day long, but a lot of people are being raped by slavery itself. And I think they get... it causes more pain to them than any sort of rape. One instance of that shit, right? Constant sexual pressure and predatory behavior is pretty disgusting. And it gives you an opportunity to, you know, be the better person and report it. Whatever, right? But it's just like, if you don't accumulate material, then you just consented, you know, to that bullshit. I'm saying, like, this sexual talk that's going around, I'm not impressed. There's way worse things happening. People getting ripped off in way different ways. And more common ways, you know. That we are unable to even acknowledge. We're just unable. We think that whatever we're talking about is the greatest thing of all time. But we're delusional, right? We don't understand what's the highest thing to prioritize. What's the thing that causes the most amount of pain? We don't know that. So we think sexual things are causing the most pain. Yeah, I don't think so. Have you heard about a thing called loneliness and helplessness, and just like you're completely isolated from the world, and the world, it feels like it hates you, you know, like, and you're crippled. That seems pretty bad. And if it just stays that way, it seems pretty bad. And I feel that way, in a way, but it's probably worse for a lot more people than me, because I'm a smart dude too. I can handle this shit. I can get used to it, as weird as it is. But what I cannot get used to is just the overall hatreds of other people, overall mockery and trollery and just out of control behavior on social media. That, you know, my Discord's empty because I have to take control over Discord and nobody wants to fucking say a thing. Right? That's useful for me or for them. Start a conversation that's, like, meaningful. No one can do shit. The moment I open my mouth on a different Discord, I get kicked out very quickly. Maybe I will last 5 minutes of drama, you know, and everyone wants to shut the fucking drama down to a zero, as if nothing happened. It's a very vicious behavior, very unexplainable. I would even call it just an American anomaly that has to be broken and destroyed. Because there is that, you know, abuser mentality of like, well, it worked. This whole time it worked. We have been sort of secretly abusing a lot of people, and it worked, guys. We have a wonderful society, but, you know, things are getting worse and worse, and people are more inclined to actually break through the barrier to see if there is something better that they can do in life after breaking a few rules, you know, being a little bit naughty.
Deeply shameful. I'm gonna unpack it with my therapist later, but
yeah, you might want to cut the rapists from your life. I'm just saying.
Shout out, you're great.
That's to the rapist, you know, just so they know. Therapy is not necessary. Your friends should give you therapy. You know, it should be free from your friends, unless you're extremely isolated. Then you're trying to grasp for a straw, right? When you're being offered therapy from other people, they're also saying you have no friends. You have nobody. You have nobody to talk to. I mean, fucking, it stabbed me a little bit when I said it out loud.
Years ago, within myself until my senior year of college. It was 5 years ago is when I started actually facing my demons. So
I've done a joke. I'm the second oldest, hence my username, the Second Cura, which is Korean for big sister.
So she's mainly Korean. It was not a lie whenever Liv and Maddie has uncovered about her. The deep-seated fucking color girl, bro. Crazy. I did not show that, but type in Liv and Maddie and you get this fucking flashbang of a rainbow. This shit's expensive, bro. You show this to people of like I've done this. They would be very impressed, it feels like. Like whoever allows you to wear rainbow tights, whatever tornado has to happen in fucking America for you to do that, and you have to be Korean to do it. You know, there's a lot of requirements. I'm just saying, this does not happen. I have not seen a celebrity with rainbow tights. Like, remind me when that happened. And anytime shit like this happens, when people wear colors, like, something has to be happening. Some kind of fucking message is being sent at this point. I'm very into this thing. Because it definitely stands out. And it's very sexy, too, so great. Everything checks out. It does trigger me, the Korea thing, because it feels like she's the pin that's gonna pop the bubble as well. She's playing a very special role. The big-ass spy. Or infiltration of American values and destruction. Because it's just that easy to topple the entire fucking house of cards in there. Because someone's gonna get frustrated and they will not want to follow the stupid rules of shutting the fuck up about everything. About your struggles. Especially when the strike is happening, right? When you have to find that retail job. It is what it is, right? It is crazy, bro. You get to hear her deal, you know, or reenact retail now. The next actor level. Can't wait for new porn actors to show up.
Retail job, and I can't stop myself from using my horrible demonic retail voice. Hi, welcome. Are you here to make a return?
It's such a twisted feeling, right? Like it's a demonic voice. I can't control myself from doing this. Well, it's your responsibility, unfortunately, to interact with a customer, to be loud, to be smiley, right?
Hi there. How are ya? I really don't know what it is. I can't stop myself from doing that voice. Thanks for coming in. Have a good one. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is how real rape looks like, for real this time. This is how human souls get extracted.
Something. Bye, y'all. Have a good one. Happy holidays. Thanks.
Soul extraction is when you're doing something you don't want to be doing. And when you say, like, being nice is like demonic voices, I mean, fascinating, right?
Fat in this dress.
Yeah, the greatest thing is to shit your past as well, on top of everything.
I was 16, but I was dressing like I was 30.
Funny enough, I can't disagree with anything she said
But I
so
was
far.
dressing. I don't know. If you take anything away from this, it's that people do still think about the things they wore on the red carpet 10 years later. And when you do look back...
For content, though, the real question is, how is she so comfortable fucking filming laying in bed? See, that's the power of TikTok, bro.
Why is anyone on?
I film TikTok now.
I just want to get more groceries.
Bro, the dog joins in.
So when I was on like
Somehow that's cringe.
seasons me, but yeah, the reason season 1 and season 2 were so different was because they were made by a completely different team of people.
Talking about her Disney show, right? Yay, being single and stuff. I think it's like the most offensive shit a person can do to you. They're in a couple and they leave you single. I wouldn't fucking hang out with people like that. Doesn't matter how much I care about them, is just such a fucking inequality simulation, right? Either you're friends with people, or that's it. There's no other thing to do. Being sat down, being jealous, I mean, that's a fucking another rape culture waiting to happen, bro. Okay, maybe a rape is a strong word. Abuse, though. Absolutely. Abuse for pleasure purposes. It sounds like rape to me in my mind. I was in a similar situation, you know. A couple was brewing with my friend and God knows what, right? And then I sit in the sidelines of like, I guess I was just gonna be sad because I have nothing to hang out with. I was with my friends, I guess, that day, you know. And I'm just gonna try and wait for him now in the sidelines. Maybe we will reconnect. I don't know.
Welcome everyone to another installment of God's Playing Games with My Life. Today we have a special guest, Belly. Belly, what did you do this morning at 4 a.m.? I'll tell you. She shat twice and also threw up.
Anyways, that's the last TikTok. Funny enough. It's not that serious, but it's serious enough. It's groundbreaking enough that it's 1 hour episode. Or maybe new drama about to happen. I don't know. I only got Skibidi drama and shit. But Skibidi drama is about toilets, and this is a piper. Toilets have pipes. That's pretty crazy, bro. We got them. See you guys next time. I don't know what's gonna brew out of this. This seems bigger than she wants to play it out.